So I'm here with Bryant, and we went to go see the movie Logan, rated R, not for children.
Definitely not for
Definitely
children.
not for children. So yeah, Logan is basically Hugh Jackman's last Wolverine movies.
We're closing the book on the Wolverine franchise.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's what he says. He says he's not going to do anymore, but then there's like, I've been reading stuff where he's kind of hinting, well, if I can team up with the Avengers, maybe I'll come back, or...
That's a Fox Marvel thing.
Yeah, which I doubt that will happen.
Yeah. Unless there's just stupid money to be made. Like, so much money to be made that they can put aside things
differences,
like that.
Yeah. I could see Wolverine...
I can see him in cameo appearances.
I could definitely see him in cameo appearance. Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, Spider-Man made a cameo in the first X-Men movie, in an outtake.
Yeah.
So, I don't think it was actually Tobey Maguire, but...
Was it the first X-Men, like the reboot where they... Yeah, it was the first
Yeah, it was the first X-Men.
When he tells them to F off in the bar. When young Magneto and young Charles Xavier...
No, I mean, like, Spider-Man was actually in the very first...
Oh, no, I'm talking about the reboot of the X-Men movies after they did First Class. Mm-hmm. And there was a Wolverine cameo in there.
Oh, yeah.
Because he was sitting in a bar because he needed help from other mutants, and he just told them to F off.
That's right. That was the one F word that they use in the PG-13 movie.
You're one shot.
Yeah. Unlike this rated R movie where...
Oh, there's...
fucks everywhere.
F-bombs everywhere. Blood, guts, all you could think of.
Right.
No sex, though. I don't think... Yeah.
There was nudity, though.
Oh, there's nudity, but there's not like
brief
there's
nudity.
No pointless love interest.
Yeah.
No mention of Jean Grey or any of him. Like
that's true.
That's what I was hoping that
totally.
Yeah.
Which I don't think it needed to be in there anyways for the fact that everyone's dead. You know.
Pretty much.
Because this is taking place in the year 2029, I think they said.
2029 was the year they said the movie.
Yeah. Yeah. So if I remember correctly, you read Old Man Logan?
Yes.
Should we start with comparisons, or was it?
You can't compare it because
it's totally different.
It's totally different.
Did they take anything into? Well, I mean, I guess besides them all being dead. Right?
Okay, so the only comparison I can see it drawing from is they kind of took the synopsis of it and they took basically the premise of it where Logan or Wolverine has to transport something from point A to point B. In Old Man Logan, he's helping Hawkeye, an old Hawkeye, like stupid old Hawkeye, like he's helping.
I guess like how the professor was, right?
Yeah, exactly. The professor is playing the Hawkeye role, but it's a lot to go into. I'll just try to do a quick version of it. So is that Mike?
Yeah, it's Mike.
So basically, in Old Man Logan, I think it was Mysterio tricked Wolverine that he put a spell on him or whatever like that, convinced him that he was surrounded by all his enemies, like every single Marvel baddie out there, and he goes rampage mode, kills all of them, snaps out of it, he killed all the X-Men.
What the fuck?
That's Old Man Logan. He wakes up and he's holding Jubilee, and he just stabbed Jubilee, and he wakes up and he realizes it's her.
So, I have to read this.
You have to read this, yeah. And then because of that was the crux to having because all the villains collaborated and made like this plan for Mysterio to trick Logan into killing all the X-Men, and then after that they went after Captain America. They went after all the good guys just fell left and right. Okay. And then the whole United States is split up into regions. Like Red Skull has the West Coast. The Hulk is a bad guy. The Hulk family has the entire Southwest. Or no, Red Skull has the East Coast, like Washington D.C., and then Hulk has Southwest. And there's different areas that are ruled by the villains now. Logan, because of what he did, is carrying all this guilt. Pretty much disappears the Southwest, like this. Texas, he's in El Paso from what I saw in the beginning. Disappears in the Southwest, has a family, and basically the Hulk family just fucks with him the entire time. Hulk ended up, it's really twisted, and this is why like Old Man Logan is kind of like my favorite story arc. Hulk ends up having kids with She-Hulk, and then they have like incest kids, and they're all Hulks, but they're all retarded and hick. So the Hulks run the whole Southwest, and they just are just slumlords, treat everyone like shit, kill people left and right. Basically, the Hulks fuck with Logan. He has a family and a daughter, and he's trying to like move on. He doesn't want it. He doesn't want to draw his claws out anymore, because anytime he draws them out, someone dies. In this one, in Old Man Logan, he doesn't have adamantium anymore because they're going off of the storyline that Magneto pulls all the adamantium from his body, so he has bone claw. Yeah. So he has his bone claws. But he doesn't want to pull them out because every time it happens, someone dies. His healing is slower, just like the movie.
Just like in the movie, yeah.
So, and then they don't retract easily, or they don't come out as easily because he's older. But oh my god, it's really.
So from what you're telling me, it sounds like they took like little elements from the comic book, kind of sprinkled it.
So Hawkeye has a package that he needs to get to from point A to point B. So he asked Logan to basically chauffeur him there. Kind of like how this movie was. Oh, we're going into the plot now, but
yeah,
that's the only comparison I see. You have like a
so just an objective
buddy travel, and then we can talk about the differences later once we start talking about the movie, because then like the package ends up being something else, and then it ties into a whole other storyline with like X-23 and all that stuff.
Right. Okay. So overall, yeah, I guess we kind of jumped the horse there.
Yeah.
Which I tend to do a lot.
Sorry, it's a free-flowing conversation.
Yeah. So I don't know nothing about Old Man Logan. I know it exists. I know some of the other stories. Like I know, like I don't read it, but I know the story of it. You know, getting his adamantium ripped out. Adamantium. But yeah, like I was going into kind of like a clean slate type of an X-Men movie, so to speak.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, they do reference the other movies for sure.
Yeah.
But like I think clean slate because like this is taking place in 2029, so everyone's dead, everything's in the past. So having a fresh mind, you know, going into this movie, not knowing Old Man Logan, I absolutely fucking love this movie. Everything about it was done very nicely. I'm just reviewing it as the movie itself, not in comparison because I haven't read it.
Mm-hmm.
But everything that I loved about the movie, or everything about the movie I loved. They did it in such a eloquent way as far as a send-off for Hugh Jackman finishing the X-Men franchise, as far as we know. But everyone in this movie is like...
They hit a fucking home run.
They hit a home run. All the actors in these movies, you know? I would even say even some of the very minor characters in this movie definitely hit a home run.
Yeah.
The production of this was just so well done. There's so many good moments about this movie that I don't want to say because I don't want to get into spoilers just yet. But overall, I dug the movie. I dug the music. The music for this movie is amazing, and it's not as sappy as other movies can ruin a scene. But yeah, I loved everything about this movie. I loved how aged he looks, or even how more aged with special effects and the gray hair.
Yeah,
you know, it's just.
Well, also the age too, because
Hugh Jackman's he's not that
young guy anymore, so he didn't have to.
But
he probably worked. From what I read, he worked out like crazy.
He did,
to get in shape, but it's
I've
like
seen pictures.
It's like old man strength looking like
Yeah, it's an incredible movie. I thought the little girl in the movie was fantastic.
Oh, she hit it out. I think she's gonna blow up. Honestly, like I know
she's the best part about this movie.
I know, like it's very. I didn't want to. I thought this at first, but then I was like, it's not really. It's kind of a stretch. Was when I saw the preview and I saw how the little girl was just from the Red Band trailer and how much like rage and stuff she was able to show on camera and stuff with that character. I was thinking, oh, this could be like another Hit Girl. Like
Hit Girl, I kind of thought about that
like
too.
Like Chloe Grace Moretz Part 2, but with this one, I felt it was a little differently because.
She barely says anything.
I was gonna say, like, I'm not saying it's a spoiler or anything, but she doesn't speak until maybe 2/3 into the movie.
Yeah.
She's just more of like a physical actor in that sense. But just going off what you're saying about the movie, It's fucking incredible. I think probably the most well done comic book movie I've seen. There's no cheese to it. It's very genuine. I think you can take a person who's not a comic book fan to this movie.
Definitely.
And they won't think like, oh, this is just some made up Fantasyland movie, like, because, oh, you like comics, blah, blah, blah. It has a very, like, raw emotion to it with a ton of action and blood and gore. So it's almost the perfect storm where you have, if you're into fight scenes and special effects and all that stuff, you'll get that. But then you also have very touching moments and truthful, like, emotion. Like, you can tell Hugh Jackman he's super invested in the character, and he wanted to make sure it had a good send-off. And seeing how well Deadpool did with the R rating, that got them the green light to do Wolverine with an R rating, and that's something, I don't know.
Hugh Jackman was pushing for that too. He said he will only do it if it's an R rating.
Because then you can really get away with stuff. Not in terms of just like, oh, I want to show someone get their head chopped off, but just to show the true character. Because if you know the Wolverine character, it's a lot of pain, it's a lot of violence, it's a lot of rage, and you can only show so much of that in a PG or PG-13 setting. So it's kind of like they finally took the reins off of it and let it run free for what it wanted to be. Kind of like the same vein, like when I was growing up, I always wanted to see Venom in the form that he is in the comic books.
Yeah.
Or even Carnage. I would love to see that. Like, that's, bucket list to see.
That's like
that's a pipe dream.
X-rated type movie for the violence.
Exactly. Like, we'll never get to see that, most likely.
Yeah.
But
maybe we could probably get a rated R version. Well, no, because you're right.
They won't do
it. That's a big,
because Spider-Man's so family friendly.
Yeah.
That they won't even.
Maybe with Carnage.
Yeah, but that's.
I don't know. That's totally different.
With this, it's like like I told you in the movie when he goes on, like, not spoiler, but he's gonna go on Berserker mode. We get to actually see true Berserker mode, not just
the PG-13 that we saw.
The PG-13 was just part 2. Yeah, that was like that was an appetizer, pretty much.
That was the appetizer. You get the main course here.
Yeah, this is the full like hour and a half of main course Berserker mode and all that stuff. So
yeah.
Comparison wise, I walked in not expecting it to be like Old Man Logan, because Old Man Logan is so far-fetched that the mainstream audience would not be appealed to it, because there's like a fucking dinosaur. There's
they go to the Savage Land or something.
Well, there's a dinosaur that's taken over by a symbiote. Let's put it that way.
I gotta read this.
Yeah, and then it's just Old Man Logan is nuts, and it's just very adult. That's why I liked it growing up, because when I read it, however old I was, it is very adult, and I'm like, whoa. I'm not used to this stuff, and I don't know, it just caught my interest because you're at that age where you're tired of seeing the cheesy stuff and you just want to see more raw, R-rated, more graphic stuff like that. So
yeah, Old Man Logan is an alternative version of Marvel Comics' popular Wolverine character.
Mm-hmm. Definitely check it out.
It's
a good read.
Yeah. Well, their future is it's a different. They're talking about the Earth. Never mind.
Yeah.
Because different Earths on multiverse, I guess.
Multiverse. It gets complicated.
Yeah.
The Marvel multiverses. Other than that, let's see. Amazing movie. Go see it. I'll probably see it more than once. I'll probably drag other people to go see it. Like Rick said, all the actors do a great job. I thought all the kids did a great job.
Yeah, and the kids that were part of the movie, they did really good too.
Yeah, that was awesome. It's pretty much a perfect movie to me, and dare I said to Rick, it's like best comic book movie made. I would agree. Yeah. In a sense, I mean, we still got a lot of comic book movies to come. Yeah.
But as far as like the top comic book movies, I would definitely hold it up there.
Yeah.
Spoilers.
Now.
Okay, so we're getting into spoilers right now. So if you haven't seen it, pause. I'll put an annotation in the description below so you can jump to when we finish.
Or just walk away.
Or go see it. So yeah, why don't you just go see it? All right, here we go. In 3, 2, 1. Spoilers. Favorite part of the movie? Hard to pick.
Hard.
I think there's really only one great definitive part of this movie, and that's the ending.
I was like, I'm gonna have to.
But you know what? There is another one too that got to me.
Here's my man card. No shame. X23 calling, saying no, daddy.
Yeah.
I was like, don't cry, don't cry.
That was intense. That was like, because that is her dad.
That's
I mean, it would name it the genetics of Wolverine.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like that ending was heart-wrenching to watch, and the other part that like 3 parts that stand out to me that really got to me were the beginning where he's trying to give Professor X's medicine.
The medication.
Medication.
Which when he first tried to give his medication?
When he first walked in, yeah. And we first see him. And he's kind of like talking and walking around.
Oh, yeah. When Xavier's just like...
something's wrong with
gone,
them.
yeah.
It's like Alzheimer's or something like that is wrong with them. And then he gets seizures. And that part got to me. Just because my grandparents...
Alzheimer's.
Yeah, we got to them. So like watching that definitely kind of hit me emotionally.
Yeah.
And also knowing the true history between the 2 characters. I mean, that's basically like Wolverine's father figure.
Pretty much.
Yeah. And that part definitely hit me hard. The other part too was when they meet up with the people with the horses on the ranch, and
like when they first help them out, like on the side of
that was a sweet moment.
Yeah.
But I mean, like, what happens to them afterwards?
Oh, yeah, like that.
This is basically like in the sense of Star Wars, where they're following the droids they're looking for, and everyone who gets in the path gets
mowed over.
Yeah, exactly.
Basically, were you? I found myself watching this movie just stressed out as fuck because I was thinking about, I don't want this person to die.
Yeah,
exactly.
The people in the house that they helped out. Like, come on,
as soon as that happened,
don't fucking do that.
Yeah, I was like, fucking Professor X. As soon as you invited yourself over for dinner,
you just give him a death sentence.
Death warrant right there.
And like Logan was all about like, no, we just go, we just get out
moving,
of here. Yeah. But
and that's what he says in that part. Everyone I care about ends up suffering or dying, and it's like, yeah, it's pretty much that movie was a blueprint for that.
Fuck yeah, that, and then of course what we said, the ending where she's holding him up against the tree trunk that goes
that he got impaled by.
Yeah, it's fucking gut wrenching to watch that. And the movie didn't drag at all. No. Not one fucking bit. I completely forgot. Like, I was totally immersed in the movie. I lost track of time. It didn't even feel like the 2 hours and 15 minutes that it was.
See, I was the opposite. I sat there and I was watching it and I was enjoying every minute of it. But in the back of my head, I was thinking, holy shit, this movie is still going on. And I'm thinking, when are they going to start wrapping it up? For a few times. Not like I'm waiting for the ending to come, but I'm just kind of following the storyline. And I'm not sensing like a closing or anything like that. And you're like, okay, it's like, we're at this point. Okay, now we're on a detour. Okay, how are we going to close this part? It just kept going and going. And I wasn't like bored or anything. No, I was just like, how are they going to finish this up? And I was like, oh, okay. Because there's like, it kind of takes you through, not necessarily detours a lot, but it's one plot or one task at hand that gets rerouted. Yeah. Some other shit happens that causes another reroute, and then, well, we're in spoiler mode.
We are in spoiler mode.
Doesn't matter. It's basically they're supposed to get to Eden, the safe haven for mutants, and he finds out that it turns out they were just reading X-Men comic books, and Eden didn't really exist. So,
but it's still something that they have hope for.
They had hope for because they're children, and they don't understand that these books aren't real. They thought they're, reality to them, and then them escaping this research facility where they were bred in or made in was like, that was their only hope of having a safe haven of some sort.
I could have swore that when they were talking about, they were saying they were going to North Dakota, I could have sworn I thought at first they said Canada.
See, they said Canada a few times.
They did say
No, because
Canada.
they're crossing into Canada from North Dakota. Is North Dakota at the very... Oh, God, we're terrible people if we don't know geography.
Oh, so they were in Canada then?
No, they're going to Canada.
They're going to Canada via North
Dakota.
That's right. Okay, yeah. Okay.
That's what I
think that's what it was.
That's what I thought, too.
Yeah,
I had a hard time in the beginning understanding what Professor Xavier was saying. I don't know if that was on purpose because they were supposed to show how messed up he was, but I kid you not, I'll probably have to watch it again. Or even when it comes out on Blu-ray, buy it and turn on subtitles. Because there's a few times when there's dialogue, like, I don't know what...
It's kind of hard to follow.
Yeah, and like, what is he saying? I'm not quite understanding.
But I think that was almost a point.
Yeah, to show that he's his age and how his brain has been
messed up
through the years and everything.
Fuck, yeah.
Yeah, there's nothing really paint by numbers for this film. The only thing I would say is paint by numbers is the evil scientist who's in charge.
Yeah, yeah, I guess he was evil. Well, yeah, obviously he was evil. I was thinking about the other guy, the actual scientist guy that would try to approach him, which he seemed more about trying to balance it. But no.
No, that's the one I'm talking about. The one that said like, "You're familiar with my father. He was head of the Weapon X program." Oh, I killed him.
That's right.
I'm like, that's like your typical.
Right,
that's your typical. Oh, this.
I misread that guy then. Okay.
Evil scientist guy who's in charge because he says, yeah, like you're familiar with my father. He did the Weapon X program. Then Wolverine says, yeah, I killed him, and all that.
That's
stuff.
right. Yeah.
The other like military guys, yeah, I guess he's kind of standard too. But that guy played a good asshole. I hated him.
Yeah.
I liked when the kids got him at the end. Just fucking make him suffer until he dies.
That was awesome. Yeah, that was like another favorite moment of mine. The part where also back at the house, the cabin with the horse people, not horse people,
the family. Family that helps them out.
I just remember the horse part where Professor X gathered him. The surprise of young Wolverine.
Oh yeah.
That was at first I thought it was what's his name playing Sabretooth, Liev Schreiber.
You know what?
Liev Schreiber.
I need to brush up on this because like I like Wolverine and X-Men, but I didn't know too much about X-23.
Yeah, I don't know much about X-23 either.
That was X-24. That's what they call him. And I was like, is there an X-24 in the comic books? I don't know. I have to read up on that. But yeah, it was just pretty much a clone of Wolverine, and then you just kind of stare at each other. That's why when Professor X is talking in the bed for so long. And he doesn't sense any danger, I'm like, he's dead. Like, that's X-24 because he's a clone of Logan and Professor X.
He couldn't read him. He wasn't able to read him.
He wasn't able to read him. He could probably sense that it was him, but he couldn't read his... Well, maybe because of his age and stuff, he wasn't able to read minds as well or anything like that.
Well, that's why he was taking the pills to suppress...
his
his
seizures and all that.
Yeah.
Man.
That movie was so good. I recommend to go see it.
Definitely.
But yeah, anything else you think of that?
It's a pretty, I don't know, it's a pretty good, it's a pretty perfect movie in my book.
Yeah.
It's a good popcorn flick. It gives you emotion. You don't have to be a comic book fan to appreciate it.
Yeah, not at all.
Not at all. Like, if you can just follow the story along, like, this is...
It basically ended perfect.
Yeah.
I think that was the most perfect ending I've seen to a movie.
That's what I was telling you afterwards.
If they would have continued with the kids, I wouldn't have liked that. Just because, like, the way they boom and went to black, I'm like, this is it. This is all we're gonna get, and I'm like, I'm excited that that's all we're gonna get because it's just a perfect ending with the cross. She picks up the cross
and turns
it sideways to an X.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah. Another part I did like, when he takes the serum, when he wakes up, realizes the kids are gone because they're gonna leave at dawn. And he sees the drones fly over.
The drones,
and you know the drones are going to hunt the kids down. And he's looking, and you see woods. I'm like, oh, it's like throwback to Weapon X. Like, Wolverine in the woods.
Yeah.
Just like how it was in Canada, just him going nuts. So, like, he takes the serum, then you get full, like, berserker mode in the woods. Like, in that setting. It's so, I guess, iconic. Because it's, you know.
So one of the great scenes in that.
Yeah. only thing missing was because they showed the Weapon X stuff in the last X-Men. Remember, he was all when they find him in the research facility,
and he was all
this
decked
stuff.
out. Yeah,
Oh, it's so dope.
I gotta see that Apocalypse again. I haven't seen it in a while. That was Apocalypse, right?
Yes.
Yeah, that was
Apocalypse. Yeah, when they find him inside the research facility.
Yeah.
But yeah, perfect movie. Can't think of anything. I'm gonna buy it when it comes out. Watch it again in theaters.
Cool. All right.
Drag a lot of people go see it.